and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to talk to three incredible women filmmakers, one of whom happens to be a former colleague of mine at NDTV. So, Anusha, it's nice to see you again after all these years. And Shoma's, of course, introduced them and their work. I want to begin with Reema. You know, everyone says this is the best time for women filmmakers in Bollywood. Do you think so? And if so, why?
You know, I think this is the best time for filmmaking in India. It applies to both men and women. You know, because of, I think, the changing markets with multiplexes coming in, the business of film is changing. It's, I think, kind of opened out in terms of the content of films, you know, the kind of content you can explore, the kind of support you will get from producers. The situation is really good now. It wasn't like that 5 or 10 years ago, you know.
So, you know, what's interesting about all of you is that maybe it's a stereotype, but often women filmmakers in the past, you know, despite whatever kind of great work they did, were often stereotyped as doing art films or women-oriented films. They were not seen as mainstream commercial films. And all of you have broken that by doing mainstream commercial masala cinema with mainstream heroes, as it were. Is that what you think has changed?
Yes and no. I grew up, I was born in the 70s. Sai Pranchpe was a filmmaker and she made the quintessential boys film, Chashme Baddur. And it did very well. And yes, it was part of the new wave, and so to speak. And I think that kind of distinction screwed it up a bit. But Farah Khan is very commercial, a hugely successful filmmaker. But I don't think any one of us really have made masala movies. Yeah, if you have to put it in that bracket. Yes, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara is a dude film. It's dude film. Yeah, I understand that, and it's got 3 men, and I don't know how that would be if it had 3 women. I know for a fact that I wouldn't have gotten that budget. So,
yeah, probably.
It's basically not about.
And it would have been called a chick flick.
It would have been called a chick flick.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The thing is not filmmakers. I think it's very easy now for women, and I think it's been, just as trivia, the first Indian female filmmaker was Fatima Begum. She made a film in 1926. She was an actress, and she made the first feature film in India was made in 1926. So I think that's not the problem. I mean, there's a bigger issue regarding women and cinema in India, and I think it's why are more women's stories not funded? Why are actresses why do they have a shorter shelf life? Why does the audience not go in to watch them? You know, our leading men today have had 2 decades of being heroes, and they've been through 4 generations of actresses.
Yeah, they might be 50, but they're dancing with a 20-year-old.
I think that's the bigger issue. I think women are finding it very easy to make films. Her script actually is very off the beaten path, and she got it made, yeah.
So, what about your own personal experiences, Anusha? I mean, I've often been asked as a reporter for the last 15 years whether as a woman, and you've been in journalism as well, whether that made a difference. I don't think it really did. Do you think it made a difference the way your unit worked with you, the way your male stars worked with you, the fact that you were a woman? Did it make a difference?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think what Zoya was trying to say is that because you are a director, you are the boss on the unit, right? So even if you have 200 men working under you, you are still the boss. So the question that you're asking me actually should be asked of those women who are perhaps not in a position of power, or are ADs, or a much younger lot. Having said that, it's also true for the rest of the world, isn't it? So it's not as if that, you know, one is dealing with these gender equations only in the industry. You are also dealing with them outside. So you're conditioned to do it.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.